Let's cut to the chase. Reedy has embarrassed himself on our recent Korda social. Everyone caught around him and he caught absolutely nothing. He's the type of guy that talks the talk and he's yet to walk the walk. So I've set him a challenge. The challenge is to catch a 20, a 30 and a 40 from our very own carp arena in Belgium. It should be very easily doable on there, but it is Reedy, so he's probably going to fail again. You know when Britney Spears was really struggling and she just had an absolute mental one and just started shaving off her hair? That's what you're doing because you're catching nearly nothing.
Big old grey beast. What an amazing fish. Postcode punched in and the clock starts now. We've got just over an hour to get to Carp Arena. That always blows my mind. It's closer than my syndicate. But as you've seen, W has not made this easy for us. We've got just 48 hours to catch a 20, 30 and a 40 pounder. Doable? Yes. Difficult? Quite, I think. But we're going to do our very best. You're going to come along for the ride and fingers crossed we can get this challenge done. As I say, under an hour to go. Let's go and catch a 20, a 30 and a 40 pounder.
Dovey's been giving me some proper stick recently, so to be able to go away and complete this challenge and give him a taste of his own medicine, it's all the motivation I needed.
The Lordy dead tree swim. Let's go and have a look.
The dead tree swim was chosen for the challenge for a couple of reasons. One, Tom Stokes likes it in here, and two, because it's the only swim I've fished on Clover Lake. Last time round I was fortunate enough to catch this lovely mirror. Catch him again, and that's the 40 pounder ticked off the list. That's enough waffling, it's time to get some kit in the swim, get this challenge underway.
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Nice to meet you too.
Hiding up there is a half gorilla, half man called Kai.
Hello.
He's a cameraman.
We are expecting tomorrow or the day after some lightning.
Okay.
So maybe it will turn off the carp.
Yeah.
It will turn on the carp, so you never know.
A change is always good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fishing really hard. We've got lightning coming, so we've got a great chance of blanking and dying, which is always good.
But the storms weren't here yet, and the clock was ticking, so I got to work in positioning the rods. The left-hand rod are positioned in a carp cave, a really likely looking area with loads of cover for the carp. The middle rod I'd placed between the gap in the island. It looked an ideal spot to intercept the carp and pike.
One drop, one fish. If you've got challenges for me, send them over. Right, last rod going out. The two we've got out, I don't think couldn't have gone any better. We've got that lovely rod that's gone under the canopy. That's on a little yellow pop-up, little pineapple pop-up. Over a little bit of that buckwheat, isofish and corn. And then I've done exactly the same on the middle rod, but I've put a wafter on that and just tipped it with a little bit of pink. That was a really nice spot in amongst a load of weed, just short of the island sort of gap. This time, slightly different approach. I'm going to fish straight boilie. You know what they say about the straight boilie? Straight boilie for the big girls. So that's what we're going for. We're going to hedge our bets. We're going to catch a better one and try and get that 40 pounder. But who knows? Might catch the 20 pounder on it, but see how we get on. We'll see. Right, 3 in the game. Challenge is underway. We only need a 20 on that one, a 30 on that one and a 40 on that one. Challenge complete. It's taken a little bit longer to get the rods out than I'd hoped, I must admit, or to get down here and get the rods out. If we have a quick time check actually, what are we, 10 to 5? We got here just after 1 I think to Calais, so give or take we've got 44 hours or so left of the challenge. That's plenty of time. We can make it happen in that time, I'm sure. We only really need 3 bites, so it could happen in an hour. Not seen anything, but super confident with how all three of them went out. So I think I'll stick the kettle on now and make Kai, the cameraman, a well-deserved cup of tea.
In typical fashion, the carp must have heard the kettle go on. We'd barely had a sip of our brew and the left-hander was away.
I literally can't believe that. It's caught us both off guard a little bit. I don't think it's a particularly big fish, but they all count when it's like this. Now I'm a little bit, it's come towards me. I thought I was going to have to land everything from the boat, but as it turns out, this one's literally swum back to the bank. I don't think it's a particularly big fish, as I say, but we've got a challenge on the way. They all count, and the chances are it's going to be one of the carp we need. See a little popper hanging out of its mouth, and it could be ours, and the challenge could be underway, and it is. Oh, what a result! Let's have a little look. Do you know what? That has got a chance of being an upper double, being the quickest bite known to man, but it might not quite be enough. But what it is, it's proof that that spot is working. We've had a bite, we'd had a couple of liners on it, and that's all happened in a flash. Anyway, let's get it quickly dealt with, see what it does, see what it weighs, see if it is the 20, but it might not be. If it's not, we'll get that rod back out, and it certainly looks good for more. Slide it in. I'll tell you what, it's got a little bit bigger, but when there's stuff riding on it, like it needing to be 20 pound, everything seems a little bit smaller. Let's go and have a look. 26 bang on, I'd say. That's how you start a challenge. And we're catching them in the right order. 26 pounds to start. It's a real nice one too.
With time of the essence, before doing anything, I quickly repositioned the yellow pop-up to the carp cave.
Oh, there it is straight away.
With the rod back on the rest, it was time to reveal the first milestone of this 48-hour challenge.
Well, that's actually a really, really nice carp. Challenge aside, which I know it's what we're here for, I'd be over the moon to catch this anywhere. Carp arena carp are just absolutely mega. It's like fishing an estate lake in the UK. Just look at that. I mean, they don't get much better, do they? Just over 26 pounds, and it gets our first milestone ticked off. And if it's the shape of things to come, I'm pretty excited about this trip. That's a really cool carp. Get a couple of photos of it. We'll stick that kettle back on because the last tea never got drunk. And hopefully we're seeing you again real soon with the next milestone. Oh, here we go. Got a message from Lula. This will be wishing us good luck, I bet.
Hello lads, just want to say good luck for tonight.
Tonight?
Looks like you're having a good laugh with it anyway, regardless of the result. Hopefully in the morning there's a nice little retainer in the edge.
We ain't waiting till the morning,
first
Kai, are we?
one will be ticked off.
Done,
Big
Lou.
love and speak to you in the morning.
We love you. We'll send you a picture now. What a result. Great, eh?
It was a result, but not one that would allow me to laugh at Dovey. Well, not yet anyway.
Slowly trying to pump it up the margin here. In the boccos. Okay, let's come around here. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh, what a result. That was the take of death. But that played ball. Right. That's safely secured. I reckon we're only about 40 minutes away and we're going to find out. But I reckon that's pretty close, and if it ain't, It's only going to be the time of year probably that stopped that being a 30, but they always look a bit bigger in the dark, so it might not be as big as I think, but nevertheless, another carp, one step closer to completing the challenge. Life jacket, mate. Oh my God, that was unbelievable. Just sitting there about to get that fish out from last night, and the left hand rod has absolutely roared off. Now, I'm in a bit of trouble here. The fish has gone one way. I've got a huge bit of weed on the surface out here that's stopping me being in direct contact with the fish. So I've got to pull this out to here, and then hopefully we can get in proper contact, because there's a few snags out there that I want to avoid. No, right. It's pinged off. One on the little pop-up, little pineapple. Are you mine? You don't want to be, but you are. Lovely job. There's worse ways to start the morning, isn't there? And we've still got that better one to have a look at, so let's get this back to the bank, finish my brew, and have a look at these lovely carp.
In a challenge like this, when time is of the essence, it's absolutely paramount that you use a rig that's not only effective, but easy to change the hook. The first two fish had come on my favoured presentation, the spinner rig. So a fresh hook on, a new pop-up, and it was time to drop the rod again.
Well, there you go. Believe it or not, that was the culprit for that mega bite that nearly ripped in my Kaizen green. Very, very welcome, but obviously not part of the puzzle. He's probably scraper 20s maybe, I don't know, but he's not what we're after. We're chasing that 30 and that 40 now, so let's slip this back and have a look at the better one of the two, which I still don't think is quite going to make the second milestone, but it's a lovely carp all the same, and we're doing something right. We've got two rods fishing, and hopefully that second milestone's not too far away.
Now it's time to see if last night's prize is going to hit the £30 mark.
Oh, that's soul destroying. I think it's just under 29. Just over 28 and a half. Well, I'll tell you what, it ain't the next milestone, but it's a really nice carp. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, he'll do nicely. Beautiful colours. Another one of Clover Lake's finest. What an amazing carp. Really unique fins, beautiful colours, and the result of that boilie only approach down the right hand side. We said it'd sort out the bigger ones, or we hoped, and so far at the 3 bites it has, so we won't change anything there, but what I am going to do is change the middle rod, the one I had in between the islands. It's the only rod not to do a bite, and although it's quite early to ring a change, we obviously haven't got loads of time, so I'm going to have that one in. I'm going to actually try and find a spot that I found earlier on in the year when I was here that done me a bite, actually done me a big 40 pounder, so if that happens again, it'll be one of the milestones. But yeah, well happy with this. I know it's not a 30, but at 28 and a bit pounds, it'll do for me. Well, we've found what we think is another glory hole. We've got another sweeping canopy like our rod that's doing the bites on the left-hander. Looks treacherous, but it's completely free of snags, and we've got a great big overhang covering the sun in the midday heat, so hopefully it's going to be a good day bite spot. It's lovely as well because it sweeps round the bend into the other section of the lake, which obviously I can't fish. So it offers us quite a bit, this, and I think it could get the third rod doing bites. So I'm going to trickle a little bit of bait in. I'm going to try and spread it a little bit up the tree there. I'll be worried to give them a little bit. Now we've just got to try and manoeuvre our way out of here. Yep. We're all good, I think. Lovely job. That looks unbelievable. Right, let's clip her on. She's in action. Happy carper now. 3 rods, really happy with all 3 spots. Obviously, the 2 outside ones that are doing the do, perfectly happy with them. Let's have a little time check. We are just after 9:30, so 1:30's going to be sort of halfway through, so we've got about 28 hours-ish left. Now I think we've been slightly unlucky with the stamp of fish, although they've been quality, and we needed a 20, so we needed one of them regardless. I think we could have easily have had a 30 or even bigger. Fingers crossed, that's because it's all to come. So I'm going to have a bit of breakfast now, and hopefully either one of them rods rips off and we get another one of those milestones ticked off, but having great fun trying. Right then, boys. Little bit of honey on there, look. And look at that. Get in here, Kai. Have a little look at this. Look at that. Look at that goodness. Far better for you than a load of old crap on the bank. We just leave that to soak now. That'd be lovely in about 10 minutes. Get on it. Give it a go. If you haven't yet, try out that little bowl of goodness.
Well, I don't think I'll be going on MasterChef anytime soon, but thankfully it wasn't just me that was interested in some breakfast. Straight away I knew this was a better fish.
Rolling, mate.
Jesus, that was another crazy take. In fact, I think this one's going back on me a bit. I'm going to have to go in the boat. Grab that life jacket, Guy.
As is often the case, it took longer than expected to get the life jackets on and get in the boat, and I was starting to fear the worst. When we finally got in the boat, it was even worse news. I'd got weed all caught round the propeller, so I couldn't even get out into the middle of the lake. It was absolute carnage. The line had got caught in the tree. I still couldn't get the boat moving. It was getting worse by the second.
Oh no, we got caught up in the old blueberry.
The time this was taking was agonising. With so much on the line and such limited time, we couldn't afford to lose anything.
That is so annoying.
Carp fishing can be cruel at times, and with so much at stake and really wanting to complete this challenge, this one was really hurting.
So annoying, Kai. I don't really know what to say.
We were now past the 24-hour mark of the challenge, and at this point I really hoped to be chasing just one carp. and the thought of going back to the office having not completed it just wasn't an option. And just when we'd pick morale up in camp, you get this Herbert ring you up. Alright then, boy G.
Oh, you bastard.
You like that, didn't you?
What have you done, boy G?
Don't you like it?
Well, I was talking to nothing. What's happened?
I wanted to look really hard for my first film.
You know when Britney Spears was really struggling and she just had an absolute mental one and just started shaving off her hair? That's what you're doing because you're catching nearly nothing.
Oh, I'm not actually, I'm catching fish, so you can't say that.
All right, how many 40s have you had?
I haven't had many 40s, I've just lost one.
Well, 40.
Well, it's probably a 50.
But the challenge is to catch a 40, yeah?
Yeah. Challenge is to catch a 40. I think we've been quite unlucky not to have a 30 in those 3 bites, to be honest. But
And when people are struggling, they start bringing luck into it. Yeah. It's embarrassing to see him do.
No, because what I will tell you is when I turned up here, the bailiff pretty much gave us 0 chance. There's been 1 fish out since Saturday. So
Okay.
you could say I've come here and torn it apart going on that sort of information. I think there's an outside chance this will be done by coffee in the morning.
How much do you want to put on it?
I'll tell you what, let's put something on the overall thing, yeah?
Okay, we'll put something on the overall thing. I like cash.
Go on. You don't go too big on the figure, because I know you.
No,
How much?
All right. Sure, 20 quid.
20 quid, all right.
Yeah?
20 quid. 20 quid and you've got to post it on your story to say that you've lost the bet.
No, you got to film the handover.
Film the handover.
So it's embarrassing either way.
Yeah.
It's going to be embarrassing for you, isn't it, if you don't succeed?
Yes, very much so.
But I'll swallow it and be proud of you if you do it, but I don't
All right.
think you're going to.
I have already said that actually in this film. I don't reckon you fancy me to do it, but I'm feeling very confident about doing it.
Right then, mate, we'll get on it. Make sure you get it done and I'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right, mate, take it easy.
That nice hair, bye.
All right.
He's horrible.
He's horrible, yeah. He's probably scared. He's probably scared. He avoids me in the corridor as it is because he thinks I look hard because of the tattoos. And now I've got this haircut. I've only got to get a motorbike and I think he won't even be able to look at me.
That's brilliant.
It felt prime today, and I seriously thought we were going to get at least one of those fish chalked off the old list, but it wasn't to be. But we've still got the night, and obviously we've got tomorrow morning until 1:30 p.m. So we've had bites in the hours of darkness or very early hours, so we've got a great chance of still completing this challenge. I've chucked the old cob on. We're going to do a couple of jacket potatoes tonight, keep morale high in camp, but going to go to bed fairly early tonight. Super confident. The rods have been re-dropped. They're absolutely perfect. We just need the carp to play ball. As I stood in front of the dead tree swim for the final evening, it really felt like something was going to happen. After all, somewhere out there was the exact fish we needed. And with all 3 rods in position, we'd done all we could. It was now down to the carp. Now, if there is such thing as a carp god, I'm not normally one to pray, but please help us win that 20 quid off Dovey.
Them wake up calls don't get any scarier, I tell you. I just nearly ripped the rod in, and I'm going to try my best to pump it back up this margin unlike what we did yesterday.
Just like yesterday, this fish felt big. And although we were in the boat a lot quicker and a lot more organised with the life jackets, the same thing happened again with the weed caught around the prop. And it just looked like we were heading for the same result as yesterday.
God, that was such a nightmare. Don't get any easier this carp fishing, I tell you. You know, we want to catch them all, whatever it is. There's a lot of weed and debris down here. Straight boilie for the big girls. So annoying.
Alright, how many 40s have you had?
40s have you had? 40s have you had?
That's a unit. That's a unit.
Get in there. Oh my God. Oh. That was absolutely terrifying. Well, I can't help but have a quick look. Oh, it's one of them big old grey ones that Clover is so famous for. And I'll tell you what, I can say now, without any worry, it's one of the milestones. So we are chasing a carp for the final morning. Couldn't have asked for more. Mega.
Get in there.
That's a lovely fish, mate. It's one of them big old grey units. What a battle and all. We've got a little bit on the bank, haven't we? We've got the boat. Oh, mate, I thought I was going to lose that guy.
Final evening.
Should we go tench? And then I was fucking tench.
Yeah.
Final evening, we're now chasing a carp now. I didn't feel good about that when we left the bank.
No.
I thought it was going to be wedged in here. Luckily, he was just plugged up in some weed.
That's a good carp.
God.
Mate,
It could be a 40.
that's big.
Yeah, it could be a 40. Could be bigger, I don't know. It's bigger though.
Yes.
You've got a fucking film, Kai, I'll tell you that, man.
For me, this is what carp fishing's all about. I live for these moments. And after suffering that loss earlier on in the session, this high felt even more special.
Oh, now you go, girl. Well, that is a buzz that carp fishing gives us every now and again. That is one of Clover Lake's absolute gems. One thing's for sure, it ain't the 30. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm not going to try and guess how big that is. It's dark, it's always difficult to know, but as you can probably make out, even with the torchlight, we ain't far off getting light now. So, kettle on, buzz on. We'll see you soon, find out how big it is. Oh, hello. What an absolute creature. Look at that lovely little penny scale. Massive fins. What are you gonna weigh? Let's have a look. Well, when we set out on this challenge, it was to catch a 20, a 30 and a 40 here from Clover Lake. We've obviously had the 20. We're on the last morning. Now we're either still chasing a 30 or we're chasing a 40. Let's find out if I'm strong enough to lift it. Oh, just about. Okay, well I can tell you we're chasing a 30 pounder because this fish is 46. 46.7. I can't believe that. I literally can't believe it. That is one of Clover Lake's absolute giants. Oh, I'm stuck in the old mud. And that is just such an incredible carp. If you would have told me when we set out on this challenge that I'd be chasing a 30 pounder on the final morning, I'd have bitten your hand off and some. If we complete the challenge now, I couldn't care less. Wait till you see this fish. Let's attempt to lift this incredible Clover Lake giant. Oh my God, it weighs an absolute ton. What a creature. Clover Lake is just something else. Full of old warlocks like this. Oh my God, mwah, thank you so much. Do you know what? I know we haven't completed the challenge yet, but it's very much still alive. We've got rods back out and we've still got most of this morning. So it's probably about 7:30 now, I think. So we've still got plenty of hours. Do you know what? If we don't complete it now, does it really matter? I don't think so. Oh, what an amazing, amazing carp. Oh, you'll do for me. Mwah. If we complete the challenge, we complete the challenge. If we don't, you are the consolation prize of dreams. What a fish. My back is broken, so you can go back to your watery home. Amazing. Off you go. Yes! Oh, here we go. I've put the scales on the group. Kev, yes, Reed. Duffy, no, with about 100 O's and then 3 crying faces. But then he's put, did you get the 30 with the eye emoji? And Lou's put not yet.
I hadn't had the 30 yet, but with time running out, it was time to have one last roll of the dice.
Oof. Jesus Christ, that's hard work, Kai. Still got the 2 banker rods out, and now we're going to go and try and find a fresh spot. And how cool would it be if that was the one that ended up catching the 30? Right, we need to find this spot as quick as possible. Normally you'd spend plenty of time leading about to find the perfect spot, but we're going to be in a position here where we need to find something fishable and get a rod in the water ASAP. Look. Please be kind. Just go down with an almighty crack. Oh, there you go. That is lovely. There's our chance. The rod drop for the last time. And unless we have a carp now on any one of these rods, they won't be getting redone. So we've done our bit. Hopefully now the carp play ball. Right, come on. Mwah. You, or you. A nice 30-pounder.
Well, that was it. We'd done all we could, and it was time for one of those morale boosts from Dovey.
Here he is, old Dovey. Now, is he going to big us up for our big in, or is he going to dig us out because we ain't got it done yet? Let's find out. All right there, Boychie. It's close now. I'm pacing the swim up and down.
Oh no, what's actually happened then? Well done on your fish, by the way, that's blinding.
No, thanks, mate. I made up. It's actually, we just found out actually, it is one of the big ones. It's just spawned out. It's normally about 51.
Is it the one that Stokesy caught?
Yeah, the one that he thought was Dino.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing carp. Incredible carp.
It's an unbelievable lake, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible. No, I just said, we were just talking, me and Kai, and I said, it would have been nice, obviously it's not over yet, but if you're not going to do the challenge and complete it, that's the way round to do it, innit? Have a big one. No, don't. I knew you was going to say that. Oh.
No. You either complete the challenge
or you don't.
or you fail.
Yeah, true. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah. So where are you going to get the? You're going to get the 20. I don't want 20 euros either. I want 20 pounds.
What? Just a straight 20.
Get the money out when you get back to the UK and not while shit it out there.
All right, mate. If I do catch this 30, I want it in pound coins. And I want you to do the handover. And as you do the handover, I want you to say, "You are the greatest carp angler I've ever met."
It wasn't part of the deal.
No, it wasn't. No.
Yeah, well, there's your reputation and money, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna make another cup of tea because I'm just pacing around here, like trying to make it happen. So I'm gonna have I will let you know if it happens or doesn't, and I will obviously happily give you £20 if we fail.
All right, great. Well, well done on your fish. Unlucky for failing so far, and then let me know how you get on in the end.
Will do. Take care, mate. See you in a bit. Bye, mate. Do you know what I love about Dovey?
What's that, mate?
Nothing.
The type of guy that talks the talk and he's yet to walk the walk. So I've set him a challenge.
I do think there's another bite here. I just think it's going to be outside of our allotted time.
Okay, you can probably work out how it ended.
Show me the money, Brittany.
Although this challenge was difficult and it hurt not to complete it, nothing hurt more than handing 20 quid over to this guy.
I was very confident with that.
Just look at that smug face. To soften the blow slightly, we did actually catch the 30-pounder we needed, but unfortunately the carp decided to pick the bait up once the clock had run out. So yes, we did fail the challenge, but to accomplish what we did in 48 hours was probably the biggest achievement in Korda's history. Well, certainly bigger than anything Dovey's ever achieved.
This is ridiculous.
We caught some lovely carp, probably lost a lovely carp, but ultimately had a great time. And after all, you should always give a man a chance to win his money back.